What's up, guys? It's Josh here, back with another Kansas City Chiefs related video. And today, if you couldn't already tell by the title, we're doing a Chiefs mock draft. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in pretty quickly here. You should hear some draft music start to turn on right about now. Perfect. Anyways, full 7 round mock draft. Let's get started. I will say, I'm recording this around the time the Chiefs assigned Joe Tooney, Kyle Long. They brought back Taco Charlton. They got Blake Bell, signed most of the restricted guys. Puka Williams and Melvin Ingram are supposed to be visiting tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you an idea of when this is being recorded, because that kind of dictates how we draft. Like if the Chiefs sign Melvin Ingram, obviously that changes things. Same thing with Puka Williams. Anyways, though, I gotta say my top needs for this team heading into the draft are probably one, left tackle for obvious reasons, two, defensive end. However, if they sign Ingram, that changes things, and then third is wide receiver. If they get Ingram, two probably becomes wide receiver, just because, like, let me explain why there needs tackle. It's obvious. Wide receiver, look, if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't trust McCole Hardman. I don't trust Byron Pringle. No, don't get me wrong, they're good players, they're decent players, they have their moments, but do I trust them to be a wide receiver two on a Super Bowl contender? No. And I mean, look, Byron Pringle, cool story. He has 330 career receiving yards. McCole Hardman can't play the X role, struggles to beat the press, doesn't win over the middle. Look, you get my point. Like, I'm skeptical. I mean, this team is a Tyreek Hill injury away from having Antonio Callaway and Marcus Kemp play major snaps, and that's a no-no. Like, we can't do that. That's not a good situation to be in. And then defensive end, look, this team needs pass rush. They ranked 19th in sacks last year. Couldn't get pressure on Brady in the Super Bowl. They badly need help. Melvin Ingram, like I said, would change things because he's really good. But he's at the point of his career where I don't think he should be a full-time starter, so drafting someone as well to rotate with him would make a lot of sense. But anyways, enough rambling. Let's get right to the mock draft. So at this point, I'd either look at tackle or wide receiver. Liam Eichenberg is someone I like a lot. I've been taking him a lot here. He's been mocked to the Chiefs a lot. Usually if Terrace Marshall is available, I'll take him at this spot, but he's not, just because I think he's too good of a wide receiver to pass up here. But this pick is going to be simple. I'm not going to go into it too in depth. Liam Eichenberg, he's a day one NFL starter, in my opinion. They even say that on here. He's got decent footwork, plenty of power, good technique. Look, I also want the Chiefs to get a veteran left tackle as well, someone like Alejandro Villanueva or Russell Okung, just to pair with whatever rookie they get, just because, trusting a rookie to protect Patrick Mahomes' blind side isn't the best idea, but hey, it's someone to go in there and, kind of teach the young guy if you get a veteran. So I'm going to go ahead and take Eichenberg. I think that's a simple pick. Now, this next pick, I really hope my guy falls, but that would be Joe Tryon, the Washington defensive end. Usually there's a rush of edges here, and he usually isn't available. I'm really hoping he is, though, because I like him a lot. He's got great size, great athleticism, really closes on his tackles, and boom, he's there. Ronnie Perkins I like as well, because he's a good speed rusher, but that's kind of Melvin Ingram's role now, assuming he signs tomorrow, and he's an upgrade over Alex Okafor. But I'll go ahead and look at wide receiver real quick. I like Diami Brown and Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I think they'd both be kind of reaches here. Joe Tryon, to me, is too good to pass up on, to be honest. I'm probably going to take him here. Some people might want linebacker. Linebackers need for this team too, but look, that's why I've been skeptical of Brett Veach's free agency so far. Not even skeptical, critical. People have been like, oh, you're just hating on Brett Veach, like, chill, you're freaking out. No, look, this team has a lot of needs. You see it there: wide receiver, linebacker, edge, cornerback. Look, we have so many needs, and I just feel like we haven't addressed it as many in free agency, and we're kind of relying too hard on the draft, because usually in the draft you're lucky to hit on 2 or 3 picks. You're not going to get a day one impact player at every position of need in the draft. That's just not realistic. That's not how it works. Guys will take time to develop, and some guys won't work out. Some picks are going to be busts. That's just how the draft works. But again, enough rambling. I'm going to go ahead and take Tryon here, because look, I love him a lot. Look, 6'4", 251, lined as an edge defender for the Huskies defense, will rush from an up or down position with equal effectiveness, tons of versatility, can gain weight and be a 4-3 defensive end. That's perfect for us. So I'm going to go ahead and take him, because I think he has a ton of upside, and having him and coming in and learning behind Clark and Ingram, although I'm not a huge fan of Clark, you guys know that if you've been following me for a while, and I may even take a high upside edge later to eventually take over for Clark, because I think it's worth noting that Clark wasn't restructured this offseason, even though it seemed like a no-brainer. And that's because if you restructure Frank Clark, it pushes his guaranteed money back, and it makes it harder to cut him in the future, and I think that's telling. I think the Chiefs, if he has another disappointing season, it could definitely be considered that they cut him. Anyway, I'll look at wide receiver. Not a whole lot of guys here. I like Seth Williams from Auburn. He'd definitely be a reach here. He's a good X receiver. And honestly, look, see, and that's what I mean about like Brett Veach in this like draft. Like a lot of these wide receivers will be reaches here, but like at some point the Chiefs need a wide receiver. But a wide receiver that we take later in the draft probably isn't going to come in and be wide receiver too. That's why it's important to get a veteran, and that's why the Chiefs went so hard after Josh Reynolds. They went so hard after Juju Smith-Schuster, and really T.Y. Hilton is the only notable name left out there that would be an upgrade. So let's just pray to God they get T.Y. Hilton, and I don't have to complain anymore. But right now you can maybe look at linebacker. Dylan Moses from Alabama. He's still available. He's kind of fallen a little bit. I'm not sure if I would take him right here, but he is very, you see it, hyper athletic, but his speed, I watched this guy play against Mizzou, and his speed, they'll hand off to the running back and he's right there. Like, he is really good. I'll take a look at the entire board, all positions. Paulson Adebo, Elijah Griffin. Now that would be a really good high upside pick here. Let me look at the safeties real quick too. Is the Hamza available, or did he already get taken? Yeah, Hamza Nasir Ladine from Florida State. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, he got taken earlier. Man, Elijah Griffin would be a good pick here, honestly. Oh man, and this team does need defensive back depth, even if they get Kawan Williams, because Bashad Breeland's a free agent. They could get another veteran, but they do need another outside corner, because I don't really trust Charvarius Ward. I think Charvarius Ward is a good 3 or 4, but I think they need an outside starter opposite of L'Jarius Sneed, and that's what it has him as here, outside only corner in the NFL. Lines and press coverage, uses his length. That's someone that the Chiefs ideally would want. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and take him here. They need defensive back depth. I'll try to take a safety later on, a good value safety, because even though they brought Dan Sorensen back as of the time I'm recording this, Dan Sorensen, I like Dan Sorensen, but I don't think he should be playing 75% of the snaps or more. And that's what they had him do last year, and that's just not his thing, especially once he's getting a little bit older. And they just need depth behind Juan Thornhill and Tyrann Mathieu, because if one of them were to go down, and they both have gone down at different points of their career, that could be trouble for the Chiefs. This is right where I'd probably look at a wide receiver. Seth Williams is there. Sage Surratt. Sage Surratt, he's interesting. I'm not sure how much I like him, to be honest. He was very productive at Wake Forest, and you'll see that on here. And he is a big body, and that's what the Chiefs need. But Seth Williams, I just kind of gravitate to a little more prototypical X receiver. It's exactly what the Chiefs need. Hypothetically, you would want them to sign T.Y. Hilton, and then Seth Williams could give you some more depth behind him even, and he could kind of develop into that X role. Fearless when catching slants over the middle. This is exactly what the Chiefs need. That was one of my criticisms of Hardman. He doesn't win over the middle a lot like Sammy did. I think I'll go ahead and take Seth Williams here. I think he'd be a nice pick. And then I might take a developmental wide receiver later on. We'll see what happens though. Next pick, I'd probably look at linebacker right around here. Monty Rice from Georgia, Joshua Ross from Michigan, Justin Hilliard, Ohio State, Tony Fields from West Virginia. Started his career at Arizona, eventually went on to transfer. Became the conductor of the Mountaineers defense as a Mike linebacker. This team kind of needs a Sam linebacker. They already have the Mike and the Will spots filled. Because the thing is, how I feel about linebackers, I want them to bring Wilson back because I think he's pretty solid, but I want them to address linebacker, but if they can't, just because they have a lot of other needs, I'm okay with focusing on other positions because the thing is, I think the Chiefs linebacker is a position that you could easily upgrade, but also they can get by if they don't add to it. Like defensive end, they cannot get by if they don't add to the defensive line. They can not get by if they don't get a tackle. I don't believe they can get by if they don't add a wide receiver. I think they can get by with their current linebacker core. Anthony Hitchens came on last year. Willie Gay, he's got the athleticism. He's coming along. It just depends on how you feel. I'm not sure I really like any of these guys right here though. Justin Hilliard is a typical 4-3 linebacker. KJ Britt could also play in a 4-3 as well, but they'd both be reaches here. Man, I should have taken Dylan Moses earlier. That would have been a really good pick. That's okay though. Let's check out the whole board for a second. Dalen Hayes, I really like him, but I already took an edge. You could also get a developmental edge as well, but to maybe eventually take over for Clark. I don't know, or just general depth. Joshua Bledsoe from Missouri, the safety. I'm not a big fan of Bledsoe. I thought he gave up too many big plays in college. Really, your best players available are all defensive ends and defensive backs here. Man, I don't know. We could go a lot of directions here. Maybe interior O-line. Is Trey Hill still available? Yeah, he is. I'd probably take it. I could take him here. I have him as kind of a reacher, but I think this guy could be a good Colicchio similar replacement because look, in the run game, he comes off the ball hard, heavy at the point of attack, kind of a mauler, swing interior OL. I think I might take him here, to be honest. He'd be nice depth. I think he might have lined up at center before, too. I don't know if it says it on here, but I think he has the ability to play center, so that would be ideal. I think I'll go ahead and take him here, unless let's just scroll through one more time and see if there's anyone else that catches my eye. Honestly, Rashad Weaver, I really like him out of Pittsburgh. Daz Newsome, not really. Tyree Gillespie, I don't know if I'd take him here. I think I'll go ahead and take Trey Hill. Honestly, like the Chiefs are so loaded at interior O-line, but I think he could be a really good player in the NFL. So, and that's a good value pick. So I'll go ahead and take him. Some might disagree, but hey, when you're talking, when in doubt, just protect Patrick. All right, I think most people can agree with me when I say that. We're kind of getting towards the end of the draft here. Now's maybe when I would look at a depth safety, maybe a linebacker. I'm not sure how many linebackers would help at this point. Justin Hilliard, like I said, hey, look, I mean, I bet Sam linebacker, core special teamer. I'm fine with that. That's about the best you can hope for here. I think I'll go ahead and take him. Joshua Ross from Michigan, probably a reach here. Derek Barnes from Purdue. I mean, Justin Hilliard might be kind of a reach here as well, but I don't know. It just kind of depends on how you feel. I'm not really a fan of any of those. Safety, I do like Paris Ford a lot. He's completely fallen, though, because of his pro day numbers. He ran like a 4.940 as a safety, which is like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, that's just, I don't know. But I still believe in him because he's one of those players where it's like, if you turn on the tape, like, look, this guy does not run a 4.940. I mean, there's just no way. He's a great run support safety, which I like. He's a willing tackler. He also learned to play deep zones as an upperclassman. I like him a lot. I think I might try to snag him later on. I'm not sure. We could go. Let's see who's available at tight end. I don't know if I really like any of these here. Noah Gray from Duke is someone that I like, though, as a developmental player later on. He sounds a lot like Travis Kelce. Noah Gray was a high school quarterback that turned into a fairly productive ACC tight end. What stands out about Gray is how detailed he is as a route runner and how natural his hands are catching the football. Duke primarily played him in the slot and out of the backfield, where he illustrated versatility in terms of where he can line up. Look, if you have someone like that learn behind Travis Kelce, he could become a pretty good backup tight end. But I wouldn't take him here, but I thought I would touch on him because I do like him a lot. And when you read his profile, you know, that sounds like someone the Chiefs would like. Honestly, here, there's a lot of directions we could go. Ellerson Smith out of Northern Iowa. This dude is actually a monster. But I don't know if I should take him just because I've already taken an edge. I mean, you still got Mike Dana that you drafted last year, so I probably wouldn't take him here. Honestly, man, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure where I should go here. Marlon Williams from UCF. He might be interesting. Same thing with Shi Smith. He's a physical guy with good ball skills, and he's a disciplined route runner as well. I could go safety depth here. Reed Blankenship from Middle Tennessee. Or, I don't know, I really like Paris Ford. I might kind of hold out for him, though, because I think he's someone that gives you good depth, can cover a little bit better than Sorensen. Man. Interior D lineman? Nah, they'd all be reaches around here. Man, I don't know. Maybe running back. That could be good value here. Puka Williams from Kansas. I don't like him. Khalil Herbert, Jamar Jefferson. I do like Jamar Jefferson, one of the more underrated running backs. Honestly, this pick could be anything. You know what? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I could go linebacker. I might just take a linebacker here and get it out of the way. Justin Hilliard, welcome to Kansas City. He could be nice depth. It's kind of a reach there, but I think he could be good depth. That's fine. Pick 181. Now this could be. Let's see how many picks we're in. I think we have two more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have two more. I think I'm gonna take. At this point, I could take Noah Gray. They'd have him as a massive reach here. Maybe they could get him as a UDFA. Maybe I could take a running back, Jamar Jefferson. Let's see. We've hit basically all the needs. We got Liam Eichenberg, left tackle, edge Joe Tryon, Elijah Griffin, cornerback, Seth Williams, wide receiver, Trey Hill, interior O-line, Justin Hilliard, linebacker. I think I'm going to go ahead and get Jamar Jefferson. He's someone who could be a nice pass catcher, really good in open space, one of the most underrated running backs in all of college football. You could put him with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams, and if one of them goes down, then you got a nice, promising running back that can slide right in. So I really like him. Good athlete, too. And with the last pick, I think you guys know where I'm going to go. I am going to take Paris freaking Ford. I really don't agree with him falling this far. I know he had a bad pro day, but he had to be running hurt or out of shape or something at the time, because if you turn on the tape for Paris Ford, and you can go watch highlights of him after this, like he's a really good player. I mean, he's so versatile. And, I did a mock draft earlier on here, and I was able to get him. Oh, Noah Gray went. That sucks. But, I was able to get him in the second round. And usually if you waited beyond that, like the second or third round, then you weren't able to get him. But now you can get him in round 6. That's just crazy to me. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take him because I think I still think he has enough upside. And that'll conclude the draft for us. And to be honest, I can't make trades because I don't have premium, but I do expect the Chiefs to make a couple trades in the draft. They have 8 picks currently. I find it really hard to believe that they're going to come out of the draft with 8 rookie draft picks. I think they're going to somehow find a way to package that into 6 picks and figure something out there. But waiting for the draft to wrap up here. So, yeah. Then we'll review the draft. A few more picks left. All right. Finalizing draft. I think we came out pretty well. I think we hit all the needs. Let's just, like I said, let's assume we get T.Y. Hilton. Otherwise, I'm going to be really pissed about our situation at wide receiver. Because while I think Seth Williams is a nice depth piece, I'm just not sold on the guys that we already have. But and that's like I said. That's why That's why I'm kind of disappointed in Brett Veach's free agency so far, because we have so many needs that you got to make a sacrifice at some point to upgrade another position. But Liam Eichenberg, left tackle of the future. Joe Tryon, really good edge defender, like him a lot. Elijah Griffin, really good cornerback. Seth Williams, and honestly, Elijah Griffin was too good to take there, but I don't know if the Chiefs will invest high in cornerback. I think they'll take a cornerback. I don't know if they'll invest in one in the 3rd round. I probably should have taken Dylan Moses, to be honest, but it's whatever. But Elijah Griffin, like, he was still good not to take, but the Chiefs just haven't spent significant resources on cornerback since Brett Veach has taken over for whatever reason. Seth Williams, nice wide receiver there. Trey Hill, good swing interior O-line. Justin Hilliard, depth linebacker, can play the Sam role, a special teamer. And then Jamar Jefferson, and then Harris Ford, my guy. I think this is a really solid draft. Let me know what you guys think. I'll probably have to do another one later to make myself feel a little bit better. I thought this one came out okay, though, but like I said, let me know what you guys think. That's all I got for today. Make sure you check me out at www.showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com. Sorry, can't speak. But make sure you like the video so other Chiefs fans can find it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But that's all I got for today. Peace.